know what it is now. Boys and girls of the podcast world. Matt and Tyler on the mics. They're gonna stay here until they agree. They're gonna stay here until they agree. Oh, thank you for listening. This show's called Until We Agree. Oh, thank you for listening.
What is up, Podcast Nation, boys and girls of the podcast world? This is Matt and Tyler, the leaders of the Rat Pack, co-leads, if you will. And we are back. It's Tuesday, or whatever day you're listening to this, and we are pumped. This is
I'm listening
great
on
episode.
Monday. I got it on Monday, actually.
Yeah, I got it the early access as well. But to our hardcore listeners, we appreciate you. You had some things you wanted to dive into on the analytics, didn't you?
Yeah. No, here's the thing. I'm feeling real good right now. I'm popped off an Advil. And we're recording earlier in the day.
What hurts? Hurts?
This episode, dude, my noggin a little bit. But yeah, no, it's okay. I've never felt more alive now. I'm feeling really, really good. So analytically, let's dive into that for a second, because it's been a big week. Big couple of weeks, actually. First things first, no one requested a movie for us to watch. So
what's up with that, guys?
Not going to be watching.
We're movieless.
I did watch 2 movies this week. Not going to shout them out though, because they didn't pay for it. One of them just came out this week, and it's going to want to get its name out on this podcast, and we're not going to let it.
Wait, one came out this week. Can I guess?
Yeah, please do.
I don't know what came out this week. Give me a hint. Give me a hint. No, give me a hint. What's it about?
The guy who got to kiss Sydney Sweeney in that movie a few months ago.
Oh, Glenn Powell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Netflix movie.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of it, but I saw the thumbnail.
Yeah, no, it's called Hitman.
And we're not going to say the name though.
Oh, but we're not going to say the name. But here's the thing. The only reason I watched it was I have a friend who actually is a faithful listener to this podcast. Shout out Graham. Texted me and said, this movie is better than Wedding Crashers.
Whoa.
And in my head, I was like, the only reason you would say that is if it's somewhat similar to Wedding Crashers, and you know he does know how much I love Wedding Crashers. But I went and watched that movie. There's no connections to Wedding Crashers.
I wouldn't expect it to be connected, but like,
no,
do you think it's like it doesn't even hold a candle to it, is what you're saying?
It doesn't hold a candle to it, first of all, and it has there's no parallels between the two either. So I don't know exactly what he meant by that. But it certainly was not better than Wedding Crashers. A timeless classic, and then this movie with Glenn Powell.
Dang, is somebody coming for Noah's spot as clown of the podcast?
Yeah, well, he could be clown of the week maybe. I think it's a long road. We had that guy on last week that wanted to make an attempt at Noah's crown.
He wanted it, just we can't air it.
Yeah, he unofficial king of the rats. But yeah, you'll never know what actually happened there. But yeah, another big point of emphasis for this week. Women numbers are still holding. If I'm being honest, when we started making this podcast, I didn't think we'd have the pool of women that we do. 38% female. Pretty unreal.
Wow.
And I know what you're thinking. What's better than women? People who listen on web browser. Because
they can be women too. They can be both.
That would be the dream for sure. Here's the thing about the web browser.
If you're a WW, hit us up. Web browser woman.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's the thing about it. I thought we had one person listening on web browser. Because for a long time, about 1% of our listeners were listening on web browser. Right now, 6% of our listeners are on web browser, and I don't know, first of all, where they're finding it on a web browser. We're only on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, which I don't know where they're finding it. But still, my favorite demographic we've got in the show are the WWs. Shout out to WW Rats. But yeah, those are my big analytical points of the week. We kind of got really thrown off last week, and we didn't really get to dive into all the fun that we kind of had seen come across our page the last couple of weeks. But yeah, women, stay tuned. You're gonna want to listen to this episode. I'm sure you've seen the title. But yeah, this is Ladies' Night here on
Ladies' Night
on the Until We Agree podcast. So yeah, that's kind of all my updates for now. What about you? Big week for you. I know exactly.
Yeah,
where you
no,
go
yeah.
first. So get
No,
into
I got
that.
a haircut.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you
and
did.
here's why.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to a wedding this weekend.
Yeah.
And so, when you go to a wedding, you want to look nice. And the 2 best haircuts I've ever gotten, this one now included, it's because I told them there was a wedding coming up.
Uh-huh.
And so I've got a theory, because we teased a haircut that we both do and directions we both give, but I'll give this one out for free. Just say you got a wedding next week. Anytime you're getting a haircut, it is like passing the ball to prime Michael Jordan. It's game 7 and there's 10 seconds left. And I mean, they just don't mess up. There's nothing like, it's so nice. You walk out of there. I don't even have to make the face where I'm pretending to like the haircut. I just like it.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, it's a home run. Michael Jordan home run for sure.
That could work too.
That's so, he played professional baseball for a little bit, Michael Jordan. Equally talented. I wasn't alive for the stretch, but from what I understand, equally talented at baseball and basketball. But yeah, no, haircuts, that's like the thing. If you kind of bounce around who cuts your hair, you could straight up say that every single time you get your hair cut.
Or don't. Or the same guy. You can have a bunch of friends that get married.
That's true.
And that's
true.
Okay.
You say the line, it's a wedding year for me, and that's how you start that's how you start the day, and then he'll absolutely lock in. So that's, you're never going to find out what our haircut actually is directionally unless you ask us in private and you confide in us that you're struggling with your hair. Because
you have to sign an NDA, unfortunately.
Absolutely.
But you will have the sickest cut of all time. And this is for the boys. I mean, the ladies, you can jump in on it as well. But I gotta say, it's a typical boys cut. But hey, we don't discriminate.
Yeah, we know you're out there, ladies. We know you're listening. The stats aren't lying. So come out of your shell a little bit and just embrace the haircut because it is a good one. But you could probably use that if you're a girl too.
Because I think, see why not.
The
wedding thing for sure. I'm just saying the secret tip. We wouldn't want to.
Oh yeah, the actual haircut.
That one doesn't make as much sense to be given out to our WWs. Yeah. Our web browser women. So yeah. But yeah, no. I also wanted to address. I want to be the one to bring it up because I took another hit in the poll last week. Where are my people at?
I know
you're listening.
At.
No.
They're in the losers column now.
No, because I know you're
6-5.
listening. Yeah. Okay. I'm down for the first time in ages. Congratulations. I bet you.
Some would say ever.
Yeah, ever too. Yeah, in ages or ever. And I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it because I've never been in this position. But all I'll say is I'm just gonna come back stronger. And as David Goggins once said.
Okay, don't bring him into this because it's ladies' night.
It's ladies' night. We don't do David Goggins on ladies' night.
Goggins next week.
Goggins next week for the fellas.
Yeah. Boys' night. Yeah, so that was honestly, thank you for being so cool about it. I kind of thought, I know you take these polls very seriously and there is implications for losing the polls once we get to 10,000 followers. So
which, to be honest, like by that point I want to lose the poll because there's nothing funnier than beating you in a race in a Spider-Man costume.
No, hey, it shows that you want to lose the polls.
Right,
every single week you talk. I get texts every single week saying, Tyler always takes, dude, I do. Tyler always takes the side that I
Do they stutter like this in their text too?
So yeah, they do. They do.
Oh, okay. So you're just reading word for word.
Yeah, I'm reading off my phone right now. No, they say Tyler always takes the side that like at first glance I agree with, and then by the end of it I always disagree with him. So you seem to be losing both in logic and in the fan base section, WWs and WBs. So it's time for you to lock in, I think. And here's something that I kind of want to talk about very first. Kind of a debate, kind of not. I've kind of been.
Is this the surprise?
Yeah, this is kind of the surprise. It's probably not like that much of a surprise to you. I'm sure you've probably seen it by now. We're kind of new in the social media game, posting videos, posting reels of this show.
Where do you find those?
You can find them at Until We Agree on Instagram, and I think that's our TikTok name too.
Yep.
Yeah,
TikTok.
at Until We Agree on TikTok too. And the reason it took me a second to look at that was because I was in a different part of our TikTok page right now, because we posted a reel a few weeks ago, and we got a comment on it that I think we need to address live on the air, because it's a little ambiguous right now, and I don't know who commented.
Wait, this is why I was so lost. And real quick, I hate to interrupt you, but
No, go ahead.
I was so lost on what this could be, because I've been so locked in on Instagram. I was like, there's nothing new on Instagram. Because you gave me like a little hint that it was about engagement, which I was like, all right, that's interesting. But there's nothing on Instagram. And I'll be honest, I just didn't think to look at TikTok.
You're the Instagram
I'm a bad
guy.
person.
I'm the TikTok guy. No, that's okay. We're a team here. That
Okay,
happens.
so let me know what they said.
Yeah, so some guy named Brian, who I don't think either of us know, I know I don't know him, said, I listen because I always agree with the handsome one.
That's, of course.
And that's I know, so I know I know, that's of course me, Matt. That's hard. I didn't want to bring it up because I know it's embarrassing for you.
I know him.
But, oh, you do?
So I think that's probably, unfortunately.
Well, he would have said, no, I think
me.
he would have said, I think he would have said you since you know him. But,
shout out Brian. Thank you.
no, he's not.
It was a compliment directed at me.
No, it wasn't. He would have directed it at you if that's what he felt. No.
He did direct it at me. He said the handsome one.
No, I think what you're getting confused, because I think if we delve into the statistics of who's more handsome, it would be a landslide for me. I think the demo is agreeing with me as well.
I mean, that's funny that you say that, because that was definitely directed at me. And I've never shared this on the podcast, but I once put a video of me climbing on Reddit just for tips.
No.
And I was complimented and harassed and had to take it down because people kept complimenting me.
What were they harassing about you?
He just said nice arms.
And that was harassment?
It felt like it.
Okay. No,
the male gaze was turned on me.
Uh-huh. Okay. And this is that guy?
No, this was a different person.
Yeah, so this is not at all. Yeah, that's like one guy who didn't even know what I look like. So that's not even fair to compare the two, I don't think.
I mean, I don't think he needed to know. I think what he saw was enough. And so that gives me I have evidence, and I don't see you bringing forth any evidence, is all I'm saying.
I have the evidence because I'm the one who brought it to you, because it's obviously about me. What do you mean? Like this was more just not really like a let's figure out who this is actually about. And this is more like me coming to you and saying, hey, really sorry. This is kind of
what's crazy? I can figure it out.
Okay.
Would you like me to do that?
Get to the bottom of it. See if we can't figure that out.
Next week we'll know who's more handsome.
Yeah, officially. That's so exciting. Cool. So that's all I had on TikTok. But yeah, we're getting pretty dialed in on TikTok and Instagram with our posts. People have said they're better than they were, which is pretty good feedback for us at this point. So we're gonna keep pushing those and join the ride, join the Rat Pack anywhere you can find us. So I think is that all we kind of had for the non-topic part of the night?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, unless you had any, we didn't really get into the specifics of your week. Did you do anything fun?
No.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
No, I really didn't. So it was good, but what I did do is I took a good hard look in the mirror and said,
this guy's not handsome.
No, not that. I said, he is handsome, but he also is a man. A little rat man who doesn't know what it's like to live the female experience. I was talking to females this week, kind of just talking about the difference between what it's like to be a man and what it's like to be a woman, and just the struggles that we each independently go through. And because of that, I was able to collect through our intern, very unpaid. Let me make that so clear. So unpaid, it's crazy. IRS, good luck getting anything on this girl. She was able to connect with women and kind of gather experiences for us to react to and kind of give our perspective on as a male who understands that women have plights that they have to live through in this modern age. So why don't we dive into some of these? I've got a lot.
and
I don't have any names.
I think it's important to note that I while you do have them and you'll be reading them, you haven't read them before, right?
Right. Yeah. No, I just got sent these right before we started recording, and I have not read any of them.
Okay.
Fortunately for the Rat Pack, this joke wouldn't even make sense to them because they didn't hear this guy read the fanfic last week. I can read, and I'm going to read them to near perfection, I hope. So, again, no names here. They're all just blind text messages, individual, that I'm just going to read through. So, here's the first one. I started shaving my legs in 4th grade because a girl in my class called me buffalo legs. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm so sorry to laugh at that, but that is the funniest insult I've ever heard. That's crazy. Nobody's ever called me buffalo legs.
Yeah, and here's the thing. In 4th grade, I would have loved to be called buffalo legs.
I know. I was praying for the hair on my legs till high school, to be honest with you.
High school.
Dude, I was a late bloomer, man.
Dude, we know. I knew what you looked like back then. That's why we weren't friends.
Bro, I was like 4 feet tall.
Yeah, we know. You're only 4'11" now.
Yeah.
Full of hair though. But yeah, that is a really interesting kind of dichotomy between male and female. Is like I was bullied for not having hair, kind of what you were talking about.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
But here's the thing: we didn't really have it that bad. What I was more worried about in 4th grade, I don't know if your elementary school kind of dealt with the same thing. We had this pandemic of dead legs. Do you remember what dead legs were?
Yeah, no.
Where someone would walk up behind you and knee their knee into the back of your knee.
Yeah.
Absolutely, like terrifying. I would walk through the hallways with more anxiety than I've ever had in the rest of my life combined, for like the whole stretch of that year, because like at any point someone would get you, and that's buffalo legs is one thing, dead legs is a whole different story.
Yeah, but I'd rather get dead leg than be called buffalo legs in 4th grade. I think, like, if it's like if that's like, that's a crazy insult. I wouldn't even call anybody that now. It just feels mean.
I think I would hope do the amount of insults people like receive go down or up when they get older. I feel like
I don't know. I feel like they might get more intricate though.
Yeah,
they might get more intricate. Are there any buffalo-legged web browser women listening to this podcast who have been insulted recently? If you have, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, because we don't just want to be like, oh, this was 4th grade, like whatever. Like life is still going on now for you, it seems like. So give us an update.
When was the last time you were insulted? Like, not by me.
6 years ago, maybe.
You remember that?
Really,
I can't remember.
No, bro. Of course, it was probably yesterday.
Oh. Yeah, it probably was.
Yeah, like that. I mean, that happens all the time. But you're right. It is more passive. It's like, wow, you're
that's your
like,
face too.
Yeah, that's true. You gotta work really hard to like feel the insults now. Buffalo legs is kind of like a slap in the face. Now we're kind of just getting punched in the back of the head over and over again by like a really small person. You know, like it's compounding, but you don't really notice it until you have a migraine and you're popping Advils right before your podcast. But yeah, I can see that being. Was that girl on girl? Yeah, so that was a girl attacking a girl, which I do think was definitely probably more volatile at a younger age. I think there's definitely something to that. Guys, I think maybe didn't have it as bad as far as like that kind of bullying. So we're gonna. Sorry for laughing for 8 straight seconds to start this part, but
and honestly, what sucks is, since they're anonymous, we only know her as Buffalo Legs.
Yeah, and now we have to call her Buffalo Legs too, because we have no other identifiers, and that's okay. So Buffalo Legs, shout out you. Keep your head up and those legs moving forward, because life goes on. Why don't we move on to the next one? Here we go. Last time I got my eyebrows waxed, she took off skin and they scabbed. They have never been the same.
Wow, I've never gotten my eyebrows waxed.
You should look into it.
I don't think I need to.
Well, they're ugly. Sorry.
Not according to the comments of TikTok. I'm handsome.
No, but again, that's not you. Anyways, yeah, keep going.
Anyways, like, what does that mean though? That they haven't been the same. Like, what's different about them? Like, the hair doesn't grow the same.
Well, I don't know if it's even deeper than that. They're saying they've never been the same. So is that saying that they haven't emotional? I don't think they've emotionally.
They haven't. Wait, but I thought you read it as they haven't like the eyebrows. They as the person.
It could read both ways. I think.
I don't think it could because these aren't third person. Like they didn't write that.
No, the person who's doing the eyebrow waxing has never been the same. I think it scarred that person as well.
I don't think that person cared. They probably paid for that to be done.
That might be true. Why? Yeah. How do they not? I guess the scabbing has ruined the hair follicles.
Have you tried Neosporin?
Yeah, just try Neosporin. Problem solved.
Yeah, I don't really get that one because that one's easy.
Yeah. You know who would love to not have as much hair? Buffalo legs. So maybe stop complaining so much about not having hair.
Yeah, we found who call the other girl buffalo legs.
Yeah, some people would kill to have the situation that you're in right now. So I'm sorry that happened to you, but yeah, you right now you're in second place. Not that we're scoring.
Second place is great. Yeah, but silver medal.
Yeah, silver medal. The problem is that probably happened a lot more recently. So I think there might have been like a more real impact there. But buffalo legs.
That does sound painful, though. I will say.
Yeah, I think it would
like
be
the waxing is painful enough,
yeah.
and then for it to like rip skin off. Like I don't think the skin's supposed to come off. I think that's the point of the story. So.
Oh, it's not okay. See, I didn't even know that.
Right.
The skin stays on.
Just the follicles are supposed to come out, and then the skin tightens up, and then it takes longer for the new follicle to reappear, and that's how waxing works.
Mm-hmm. All right, and we're back. Had a slight technical issue, so sorry for that weird cut, but we're gonna keep moving on. Waxy still in second place behind Buffalo
Also,
legs.
sorry for that weird cut. From the wax perspective.
Yeah. So the third one, we're getting a little bit longer. So we got
longer. I hardly know her.
Okay, dude. we got a yapper for number 3. So here we go. One time, I convinced my friend to go on a double date with me and this guy and his roommate, and we walked into their apartment, and they had a calendar with all the dates they were going on the wall. And then the roommate showed my friend his pet tarantula while the guy and I sat on the couch, and he told me how watching Love Island has helped him cope from his mom's death. Can I just say my first reactions? These guys are kind of cool.
Who's kind of cool?
Those guys.
The ones with the tarantula in Love Island?
Yeah. And the wall of dates on their wall that they just showed to anyone who walks in.
That is crazy.
Yeah. I don't think we can speak to this because we never. The fact that they had more than like one date lined up in a year kind of is now out of our element a little bit.
Well, and like, I mean, I don't love Love Island, but there's worse shows you can watch.
Yeah. I'm struggling to see what the.
Yeah, I thought we were diving into the female plight. This sounds sick.
This sounds like a good hang on like a Thursday night, not like a weekend. It's not a weekend. It's not a weekend event for sure. For like a date.
We need to get Noah in here to do his tarantula impression.
That is true. I'll put it in now. Play it. Wow, Noah, that's really good. Wow. That's incredible. That is so good. That's a real tarantula impression that Noah does. That he nails. Yeah, I've understood where the women are coming from the first two.
Bronze.
This one's bronze, just because like it doesn't seem like it's the worst way to have it like spend a night. You know, I've never like gotten up close and personal with a tarantula before.
I'm terrified of spiders.
I am too, but
if there was a domesticated one, I think I'd let it crawl around on my hand or something.
Oh, see, I don't know if I would let it do that, but I would like to see it up close, maybe behind like a wall, like a glass or plastic wall. Yeah,
sure.
I don't know about spiders, man.
They are scary.
So I don't know. He may not be your husband for sure with like a spider thing, but like at the end of the day, I think you just had like a good time. Like that's like the worst that could have happened.
No,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So third place. Sorry. You just can't vibe with
on the
these
bubble
guys.
too.
Yeah.
Could get bumped easily if we're being honest.
I'm thinking it might because this is a really long one I've got coming up. So
no.
This one might have some lore behind it.
Unless it's a longer tarantula story, I just don't see how.
I do say the
how it doesn't
tarantula.
take.
The word tarantula is used 6 times. So
What?
let's just see what happens. All right. My first day as a college student didn't go as expected. I was in a 500-ish person class that I had with a friend. We were chatting before the class started, and a little into the beginning of class, we hear our professor shout, "Ma'am, please take your daughter home. She is disturbing class." We look around wondering who brought their child to class to realize I was the child. I pled my case that I was not a 10-year-old and indeed 18 and in the class. He didn't believe me and kicked me out. He didn't believe me. Sounds about right. I had to stand up in front of our whole class, walk outside, and then wait for the professor to leave at the end of class so I could prove that I was in the class. He then said, "Oh, sorry. Take it as a compliment. You look so young." It is not a compliment. What you won't believe is that I just got told again I look like a 12-year-old girl in the elevator. I am now 26. Man.
I mean, I looked young until maybe senior year of high school. So
And now you're aging very, very poorly.
very poorly. Now I
That
look like a
peak was-
senior.
Peak was very, very short.
Yeah, no. So I'm trying, like, I can relate a little bit to it, but like I never was kicked out of anywhere because I look too young. So I'm trying my hardest to relate.
Yeah, I think what we
But
can see right away is it is a male professor doing this,
yep.
which is a bad look for us, frankly. I wonder what, like, the one issue I have is how loud were you being?
How loud were you being, and how much did you look like the person next to you?
That's
Because if you
yeah.
looked like the person next to you, it's kind of on you for sitting there.
That's a good point.
Let's be honest.
That's a good point. You should. I think that's good advice that anyone can take. Is you should always kind of look at like
Look left, look
survey
right.
your surroundings and just be sure you're not going to
Yep.
be mistaken. Either it can go both ways. Either as too old or too young. One thing I will say that might help men. Benjamin Button was a man, and he had a worse issue than this girl's having.
Did he?
Yeah, he aged in reverse.
Was he kicked out of class?
He probably because he was like 80 years old when he was in high school.
Missing syllabus week is no joke.
Yeah.
You're behind now. You don't know what's going on. You don't know when everything's due.
Yeah.
Probably don't know what the homework is for the week.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Bronze medal.
The thing is yeah, it takes podium for sure. I just am struggling with you got kicked out of class. Like,
Right.
were your actions worthy of being kicked out if you were 18 years old too? Because like I've never gotten in enough trouble to be kicked out of a class before.
Ooh, that's a good point. Were you just I mean, Matt, you did preface that with saying this one's a yapper.
I really did. Did I say that? That doesn't sound like me, man. No, that is annoying. To kind of have to constantly fight that battle, because at some point you want to demand respect, and you kind of do want that to be as you kind of transition into college, and then being 26 and being mistaken as 12.
Well, also to turn it around, if it was like a young boy, do you think that professor like kicks them out? Probably not.
Probably not, because
Double standard.
the male gaze.
It's lame.
Yeah.
The male gaze. Yep.
So that's not. Yeah, it isn't fair. I am just curious on what actually warranted you being kicked out of the class. Should you be kicked
like
out?
if you were like screaming, we just don't know. We just don't have the details. We weren't there.
Exactly.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall of that room.
Sure would. I hope you graduated at the very least. You're 26 now. Who knows? That might have been the unraveling of something big in your life. So hope you're doing okay. I've got one more for you, if I may.
Yeah, please do.
Okay. So this is looks like another dating one because I see the word Hinge. I gave my number to a Hinge guy so we could text instead of message on the app. And like 15 minutes after I gave it to him, I got a text that just said, "Guess who?" Already thought that was kind of weird, but decided to roll with it. And I was like, haha, must be blank from Hinge. And then he responded, yes. And immediately followed it with, you could have also guessed your future husband. Oh, jeez. I chose not to respond.
W-Res.
Yeah, I should have known better, as his first prompt was, What's your worst sin? Oh.
Okay. All right. It's a
here's
little deep for the first meeting, I'd say.
Yeah, here's the thing. Okay. Here's the thing about this one. When I picture like women are like around our age and like the struggles that they like they deal with that exclusively only women deal with, this is kind of exactly what I picture. It's just the most crazy. The Buffalo Legs is still the craziest one to me because it's just kind of funny. This one is like, this one might be silver just because like this is genuinely like, from my perspective, what women have to deal with on like a daily, maybe not daily basis, but like on a very regular basis in a way that like we never deal with this, you know?
Yeah, no, I've never been texted, "Oh, it's your future wife." Haha.
Right. Yeah, because
and then
it is.
And then Sydney Sweeney's on the other end of that, and I'm just howling.
What is your okay, let's role play for a second. I'm Sydney Sweeney.
Okay.
I'm texting you.
Okay.
Hey T, it's Sid. Just wanted to
No, keep going.
Hey T, it's Sid. Just wanted to say you were looking so good tonight. I can't wait to be your wife.
Oh! Bro,
maybe this isn't so bad. All right.
Yeah, I'm starting to. I mean, but I would guess Blank from Hinge didn't look like the male version of Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, and I don't know if Sydney Sweeney's doing that either. Is the thing?
No, definitely not. She's definitely not.
There's no documented proof of Sydney ever doing that. That was actually just Matt from Until We Agree.
Well, there is. I just can't share it. So
You're right. That's just between you and Sid.
Yeah.
No, this one. It is. Men do have a struggle when it comes to, especially like online dating. That you really do have to take a lot of the initiative and work really hard, especially at first. That being said,
it's just so forward.
You should learn after one attempt at this that this is not the play. Maybe this was his first attempt, and maybe he did learn from it.
Surely not. He said that before. Yeah. You don't just jump in saying that.
Yeah, no,
he's over 20 on that for sure.
Yeah, that's true. No, that's actually so true. Because like I can see from his perspective, he's like, I'm about to lock this girl down in like one text, you know. Like he thought he was gonna spit something that like the right girl, when he finds the right girl, she's gonna love that. And frankly, she might. Let's not, just because this girl is maybe more like aligned to public norms. Yeah.
Sane.
There's gonna be someone out there who's gonna respond to that at the very least. And then maybe this guy can absolutely cook.
Did we get a follow up? Like, was there a response to that? And was there a date?
That's a good point. Let me get the intern to follow up on this one, and we'll see if we can't get an update on that one.
Because I agree.
My thought would be no, they didn't go on a date. From thinking the first text is weird, and then following that with the future husband thing, and then also kind of boosting off of the what's your worst sin thing.
I mean, what are 3 red flags? Nothing. Like,
that's true. That's true. I think the beach just only goes to 2 red flags for sharks.
Yeah.
So no, this is like kind of the quintessential bad one. I'm glad we ended on this one, because this is kind of like, yeah.
That's what I was expecting most of these to be, because like that does sound like it sounds like a nightmare that never ends in the dating world for women.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this guy,
that sounds terrible.
You were doing anything you could just to have a girl talk to you. Like it's just very different worlds that we've been living in. But that was it. I do agree that we love women here. So thank you, intern, and thank you all the women who were brave enough to put their stories out on the line for us.
Especially Buffalo Legs.
Buffalo Legs, if you're listening, come on the podcast. We'll have you on. We'd love to kind of see where you're at now in life. Hopefully that didn't set you back too bad. So are we ready to move on to maybe the most competitive part of the night?
I think we are.
Yeah, lead us into it.
So I don't remember when this was. You didn't really want me to say this, but there's a comment that we got on one of our reels where somebody misspelled something. Basically, they were trashing us a little bit. Whatever. Go look at it. We handled it. We liked it. And then we were thinking like, oh, we should have them on for a spelling bee. Like we just joked amongst ourselves, right? And that kind of turned into, I mean, I'd smoke Matt in a spelling bee, obviously.
Not true, because I qualified for the spelling bee in 3rd grade, and you didn't qualify for the spelling bee until 5th grade.
Well, but some would say the 5th grade spelling bee is more eloquent. Probably couldn't spell that word. Than the 3rd grade spelling bee. You might have to stick around.
Maybe.
So yeah, I mean, we've prepared 6 words, and we're just gonna keep score. I think we tried to, because like I think the real spelling bee also does it this way. It's like easy, medium, hard words. So we got 2 of each. So what word did you get out on in elementary school in the school spelling bee?
And
Harpsichord.
could you spell that now?
I can spell it now. Do you want me to spell it how I did spell it?
Yeah. Tell me.
So I did HARPSACHORD.
And that is certainly wrong. I know how to spell it.
Yeah, because there's an I instead of the
A.
Now what? No, that's the word a few syllables, whatever. Who's counting? Now what did you get out on?
I was the first person out in my school spelling.
Okay. I think I was like 3rd. So no.
Yeah. No, it was the very first round. Everyone got really easy words, and and my word now is easy. At the time it wasn't. The word was truly. Okay, look.
So bad.
Look, no, it's not. No, it's not. Let me explain, because I know it's not bad, because I spelled the word wrong. First of all, the worst part was...
Yeah, that's how you get out of a spelling bee.
I spelled the word wrong, but my mom was in the very back of the gym, and she thought I spelled it right. And so she stood up and cheered before they said I spelled it wrong, which was already awful. But because she thought I spelled it right too. Did I say how I spelled it?
No. So how'd you spell it?
I spelled it TRUELY. And...
Right, and that's wrong.
It is wrong. But at the end of the first round, they stopped the entire spelling bee, and they sent one of the judges to a computer, because this was like 2004 or something. And so like we didn't, maybe, I don't know, it was like 2006. We didn't have like computers like on stage because we were just in the school gymnasium. And so they had to send one of the judges to a computer to look up and see if there was an alternate spelling of the word truly, because everyone thought I spelled it right. Like people, not just my mom thought I spelled it right. Multiple people thought I spelled it right. So I think I got given, they had to stop the entire spelling bee for like 5 minutes while the vice principal went and looked up.
That just shows what kind of school you went to. We actually did not go to the same elementary school.
That's true. We'll get more into that
popular
lore.
Belief.
Yeah, more into that lore later. But so yeah, I got out on a word that I think a lot of adults also might have misspelled at the time.
Okay. Right. That's sad for, it's post 2000. So I mean.
Yeah, no, but it wasn't great, and I know how to spell it now. There's also a whole company that's called Truly now that would have really helped me learn how to spell that earlier. But yeah, let's get into spelling bee. 6 words of increasing difficulty.
Well, can I, real quick, I mean, I do think, oh, never mind. I just destroyed myself. I thought
That's
Truly
a great
was
thought.
with 2 U's. I thought it was 2
What?
U's in. I thought like the beverage company was 2 U's for
Okay.
some reason. I thought it was like a cute little marketing thing, but it's not.
No, yeah, sure. That you're really.
So
good
now
at spelling.
I'm the fool on the word Truly.
It happens to the best of them. Let's get into it. Do you want to go first?
But yes. But how do we want to do this? Do you want to go through all your words first, or
No, let's alternate.
okay? Then yeah.
All right. Here is Tyler's first word. So the first 2 words I would consider easy words. So number 1 for Tyler. We're allowed to ask questions like any normal spelling bee. We didn't get any definitions, languages or origins, or sentences prepared in advance. So everything you get from the other person just has to come naturally. So do with that what you will. Don't maybe trust the definitions as much as you would in the real spelling bee. All right. Number 1, your first word, agility.
Agility. May I have the origin, please?
Feet.
May I have the definition?
I have more agility than you.
Oh, okay, I know exactly which agility you're talking about. Okay. I'm not even gonna ask for the definition because I know it.
Okay.
I know it.
That was the definition, but yeah, keep going.
Agility. A Agility.
Nice, man.
Ding. Nice.
No, I think ding is you got it wrong, but
Oh, whatever. Okay. So your word is an easy word.
okay.
Binging.
Binging. Can you use that in a sentence, please?
Yes. I have been binging High School Musical, the series, like a loser for years.
That was a great start to that sentence. Binging. 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 What?
It is actually, I knew this one would get you.
Dude, you can't do a trick word on round one. Are you sure?
But it's not. It's Bingeing.
Sorry, I'm confirming that.
Oh, what would I lie to you right now?
That's so
Mid-spelling bee?
stupid. That's so stupid. I'm changing my words to make them harder.
What's up, Rat Pack? You got me at a vulnerable state right now. I'm in the car, nowhere near a microphone. And it's time I level set with you. Because here's the thing. Apparently, binging can be spelled Binging and Bingeing as I suggested. Now here's what happened, because this is embarrassing. To me in the program, I apologize. I've embarrassed us. And what happened was, when I looked up words to spell, see, binging was there, the way I suggested it. And no alternative spelling was suggested by the website. Now that's weird, right guys? That's what I thought too, because other words that had alternate spellings were there with their alternate spellings. So while this is a little bit on me, it's mostly on Matt for not spelling it the correct way that I said, because I think I pronounced it in a way he should have heard the E in there. So, sorry about that, Rat Pack. Now, back to the beautiful podcast.
Okay, well, it's your turn, so better be quick.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to stick to it. That's so dumb. Just the easy round. Fructose.
All right. Fructose. May I have the definition, please?
Stupid spelling bee. The word's fructose.
Fructose. Fructose. Fructose.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, you're going to hate my second word. Cardiopulmonary.
Cardiopuli.
Hello?
Nary.
I lost track of where you were. Why don't you try again?
Okay. Cardiopulmonary. Cardiopulmonary.
Unfortunately, that's incorrect.
Shut up. No, it's not. That's 100% right.
See, it's cardiopul, and then it's MONR.
Dude, your words are the worst.
Instead of MI.
This is
I'm
so
sorry.
dumb. This is so
I'm
dumb.
so sorry.
We need to have.
2-0.
This
It's
is
2-0.
so
I'm so
stupid.
sorry. Dude, I'm so sorry.
We
You
have
didn't
to-
even ask for the definition, and it's a good thing you don't know what that word means.
That's so
For
stupid.
round 2.
We should have had a third party create the words because you're doing stupid words.
No,
You're-
dude.
and
The rest are easier, I promise.
No, they're not. You said you didn't even know what two of your words meant. Okay, your intermediate round 1 is restaurant.
Bro, you're the one making words like I'm in 5th grade again. Like, what is that?
It's a spelling bee.
Restaurant. Give me the definition.
It's not
just for
spell
fun.
words that like barely even exist.
Hey, give me the definition just for fun.
A restaurant is a place that you can get a shakaroni from Papa John's at.
Restaurant. RESTAURANT. Restaurant.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, your third word is quintessence.
That is a hard word. That is a hard word. Give me the definition.
Quintessence.
You
when
don't know the
essence
definition.
of 5 people culminate
That
into
is
a
not what a
quintessence.
quintessence means. There's no way.
When the aura of 5 people.
No, use it in a sentence.
The aura at Five Guys was giving a quintessence.
Quintessence. QUINTESCENCE.
I mean, that was unbelievably wrong. That was crazy.
Okay, cool.
Because you said QUINT, and then you said ESCENCE. It's QUINT and then the word essence.
Yeah, isn't that what I spelled?
No,
Okay,
it wasn't close, honestly.
that's fine. That's another stupid hard word. Your next word is dietitian.
Bro. Dietitian. DIETICIAN.
You're so stupid. You spelled that so wrong. It's crazy.
I did?
Yeah. Dietitian, there's no C in it. DIETITIAN.
Really? Okay, cool.
And that's like
You see the difference in reaction?
Because I give you an intermediate word that you spelled intermediately wrong. You give me words you don't even know.
My fourth word is liaison.
LIASION.
Wrong.
Shoot. Okay. I probably should have gotten that one. LIASSION.
Wrong.
LIA, right?
Yep.
SS.
No.
S.
No.
Liaison.
Liaison. That's the word.
LIAS.
No.
LIAI.
Yep.
Liaison. SION.
No.
LIAISSION.
Nope.
LIAIS. Am I right so far?
Continue.
IAON.
Oh my goodness, dude. No.
What is it?
LIAISON.
It's just SON?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, that actually makes perfect sense. I knew there was a second I in there. I just put it on the wrong side of the S.
No, yeah, you knew.
Okay, that was my first bad one. Have I gotten a single one right?
Nope.
Okay, your first hard word is charcuterie.
Charcuterie. What's the definition?
A plate of food.
Charcuterie. Charcuterie. CH.
Oh, do you want it in a sentence?
No.
Your word is
not yet.
charcuterie. Not yet.
Okay. Okay, charcuterie. CHARCUTERIE.
No, that's wrong.
Charcuterie?
That's
Oh.
wrong.
Why?
No, it's right. I'm just mad that it's right.
Oh, I'm a dog. That's why.
You looked that one up. I know you did.
I did not. I would never do that. Your word is ratatouille.
Okay, I can get this one. You use it as a sentence, please.
Yes. Matt from Until We Agree somehow looks like both the rat and main character of Ratatouille.
I hate that that's kind of true. More handsome at least. Can you use
The rat definitely is.
definition, please? Thank you.
Ratatouille, a food that is made by a rat.
Ratatouille. RATATIU. No, IOUELLE.
Wrong.
Really?
Really?
RATAT.
Okay. You got that right. I'll give it to you.
IOU.
No, you don't.
That's so stupid. That's a bad joke. Okay, please spell it.
You want me to spell
Yeah,
it? It's
I'm done.
RATATOUILLE.
The eyes.
Dude, I know how to get Matt to misspell a word. Just put an I in there.
Dude,
Dude flips out.
The worst vowel in the entire set. Here's a word that has 0 I's in it for you. This is your last word. Daiquiri.
Daiquiri. Use it in a sentence. I already know how to spell it, but I'm just going to make you do it anyways.
I gave Tyler the word daiquiri.
Daiquiri. DAQUIRI.
That's so wrong. Then it's actually wrong this time.
E. Daiquiri.
No E.
How is it spelled? I don't know.
D.
I thought that was right.
No, you were so close.
Oh
but
wait,
it's-
is it DAQUE?
Nope. No E.
DAQ.
No, still you're already wrong. You're already wrong.
DA.
An I after a Q is a choice for sure.
Well, that's why I was confused. It was a difficult word apparently, so I was just making sure. All right, you go. Tell me how it's spelled.
DAIQUIRI.
Ah, wow, great word.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, I have one for you. I had to separate the pronunciation because I didn't know how to pronounce it.
Okay.
Autochthonous.
Can you say that again, please?
Autochthonous.
Oh no, dude. What have you ever heard this word before?
I just said it twice.
What's the definition?
May I look it up?
No.
Autochthonous. It is like an Autobot, but it's instead Thanos.
Oh, so stupid. So stupid. You're falling apart. Can you say it one more time and use it in a sentence? And give me language of origin.
Yes. Autochthonous. Then I'll use it in a sentence.
And shout out the web browser woman one more time.
The web browser women are autochthonous because they are very cool.
I hope that's not a really
Autochthonous.
offensive word. You should look up what that word means now just to be safe.
I'm going to make sure, yeah.
Can you say it one more time?
Autochthonous.
Autochthonous.
Indigenous rather than descended from migrants or colonists. So they're autochthonous to the web browser.
Okay. Yeah, that actually works out pretty well. Autochthonous. ATOXTHINOUS. Autochthonous.
You got a couple letters right.
No way. I'll take it.
It's AUTOCHTHONOUS.
That's the most disgusting word I've ever heard.
Autochthonous.
Oh no. All right, so what was the final score? I think I got 4 or 5 right?
I think you got. Did you get one right?
I don't think I did.
I don't think you got one right, and I think I got 4 of them.
Yeah, you got 3, or maybe 4. But you also had much easier words than me.
We'll let the people decide who's the better speller.
It's definitely me because I actually tested myself a little bit and gave it a good try. But why don't we transition into
that's what everybody says after they, when you two people take a test, one's a little easier, one's a little harder. One got a 0 and one got an 80.
Yeah, restaurant versus autochthonous is a little different.
Bro, that was your tier 2 word. Your tier 2 word was liaison.
Yeah, and I pretty much got that one right. What's your point?
No, you didn't. You got pretty much 0 of them right.
That's okay. We'll try that again some other time. We gotta keep rolling because this is now our longest episode of all time, and we still have one section left because we've decided. After we got this comment from a guy named Matt who said, "You guys have undeniable chemistry, and your steez is palpable. How did you guys become friends?" I know, really eloquently said, Matt. Thank you for the question. Anyone can leave a question on Spotify or on Instagram, and we'll react to it live on Until We Agree, at Until We Agree, either place. So, yeah, undeniable chemistry and palpable steez. So yeah, I think what kind of like spurred this on for me is maybe we slowly introduce throughout the next couple weeks, maybe like the story of us. So why don't we just give to finish this episode? Why don't we just give the origin a little bit? Not everything, maybe just up through the end of the clown, if you know what I'm saying.
Yep. So
dive on.
I mean, I'll start it off by just saying that we did go to the same middle school. And neither of us have any recollection of each other until the summer before 8th grade. We went on a similar camp trip. Not a similar one, the same one.
Yeah. I only knew you because I remember there being someone with really shiny legs in middle school, and it has just clicked to me that was you.
Yeah, whale skin legs, they called me.
The old whale skin legs, Pritchard.
Yeah. So, anyways, that we didn't really interact then, though. That's the last time. That's when Matt knew who I was. I didn't know who he was yet, though. So, then we go to You want to take it from here?
Yeah.
Next
So
chapter.
high school starts. Don't see each other for the first semester, and then we kind of roll into kind of a legacy moment for us. Theater 1, freshman year, spring semester. We had the same theater class with a pretty wild theater teacher who is very passionate about juggling
And WWE.
and WWE. And what that means for us is we learned how to juggle, baby. And juggle we
learned how to
did.
pass balls, pass rings, clubs, you name it.
Anything.
We learned how to pass it to each other while juggling.
It was the root of our bond that went very, very deep. It was juggling, and we had to do a skit in front of the entire school together that our teacher thought was not funny, but turns out
Absolutely crushed.
it absolutely crushed. Everyone thought it was so funny. Was there cultural appropriation in it? Potentially. We're not going to say definitely.
I've never thought about that.
But man, did it get laughs. And that was enough for us at the time. So we'll end it
Who'd
there.
you play in that one?
An American Citizen, Manti Te'o. Ever heard of him?
Yeah. The whole bit was, it was around the time Manti Te'o had the fake girlfriend, and we did Dancing with the Stars, and Matt, the big punchline was Matt came out and danced with no one.
Right.
Right.
To the song all by myself.
All by myself.
Absolutely incredible. Tyler played Brent Musburger, which is like a super...
It was the year, yeah, it was the year that he was being creepy with AJ McCarron's girlfriend.
It's turned into, it's a very dated reference now. But at
all of it
at the time, it was absolutely dynamite. We had AJ McCarron on stage with us. Again, a reference that most people, especially maybe our non-sports related WW demographic, may not get that reference at all. But it bonded us in a way. When we started farming laughs, we said, there's something here between this Tyler and Matt. And what I'll say is, we didn't talk again for 4 more years after that.
No.
And that's where we're into this week.
Next week.
So, yeah, that's the start of Tyler and Matt. That's essentially the start of this podcast. So, we've come a long way since
some
then.
men next week with dating advice.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I might just peek the microphone. That was a really good idea, though. We'll see if we can't get some men who need dating advice. That's really good.
If we could track down Hinge guy, blank guy from Hinge.
Yeah, let's get blank guy from Hinge. Let's get Noah, and let's get a couple more, and we'll maybe bring a woman on, and let's get Buffalo Legs to help us walk through the female perspective of men trying to date. So.
We love this.
And as always, we'll always react to questions as we get them. So leave us questions. Leave us reviews on Spotify. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. Tell us who's more handsome. And I'll tell you what. This has been Until We Agree. UNTIL space WE space AGREE.
Ooh, he struggled.
Yeah, I got it. Hit it, Hutch.
Oh, thank you for listening.